Hey everyone, it's Coach Jim from Frisco Soccer Association. So this video is for new players who haven't played with us before. We wanted to just introduce you to the formation that we play in 11 on 11. What we do is we actually play a 3-5-2. So what you can do in soccer, and this is for the parents as well if you're new to the game, is that formations always start from the back. So if we say we're playing a 3-5-2, that means 3 defenders, 5 midfielders, and I'll talk about why they're positioned the way they are, and 2 forwards or strikers, okay? And at the beginning of the game, you can usually tell what our opponent is playing by looking at the way that they're lined up. In this case, let's say we're playing against the blue, they're probably playing in what's called a 4-4-2, and that's what we'll encounter most of the time. That's what most teams tend to play, unless they're pretty sophisticated in, or someone that from a coach standpoint knows a little bit about formations. Most of the teams play the 4-4-2, which is a great formation, very flexible, but we play a 3-5-2. Now, the one thing that you'll notice is that there are usually 2 defenders in the middle, usually a stopper and a sweeper in the back. I'm just telling you about this so you know about the other defenses and why we play what we do. So if you see that they're usually playing this, one thing you'll notice is that they have 4 defenders where we only have 3, and that's because we're taking our extra person here and we're putting them into the midfield and we're moving them. I'm going to move these off right now so we can be very prescriptive in what we talk about with our formation. So the thing about that what we have is we have, and I'll spread these out just a little bit, the 2 strikers that we do have, the 2 outside midfielders, sometimes they're wings or wing backs because they come back a little bit. And then we have in the midfield, depending on the situation, the personnel that we have at the game, we may end up playing with 2 more defensive midfielders and 1 more offensive midfielder, or what you may see is we may switch to, you may hear me say, a holding midfielder. And what that means is we're going to have one that kind of holds this area in between the defense and the midfield. And so their job is to take the ball, distribute it from the defender, or from our defenders, and get it up to our midfielders and our forwards. So this is somebody that usually stays home and really is an integral part of what we do. So the thing about this formation is very important. We really, with the defenders, we don't want since we only have 3, you don't want to play too wide. Because then if they come in on an attack, the other team comes in on an attack, we only have, these players here. Now, if they're coming down the sides, what that allows for, and what the secret of this formation is, when we come back on defense, we compact. So we always want to have our defenders pinched in just a little bit like this. It's almost like they're 3 in the back that are kind of almost stacked. It's like they're 3 central midfielders, but a little bit wider. Okay, we'll give up a little bit on the sides, but because most of the teams play a 4-4-2, they usually have 2 forwards. So strategically, we're at an advantage we're covering up with these 3. We're covering 2 players. So the magic of this formation is really 1 extra person here, and also these wing backs, the outside mids. So the thing is, when we're on defense, so we're going this way, so when we come back on defense, we use a lot of compacting in the back. So we want to come back, and we want the midfielders to kind of fill in the holes, and we come back and we compact it back very tight, okay? And when we're on offense, the thing that's really cool about this is when we attack, these outside mids actually can be very integral in the attack as well, because they can come all the way up, and they can help us with the offense, take the ball down the side, pull it into the middle. It gives us a lot of space and really opens it up. The cool thing is against a 4-4-2, we have 1 extra midfielder inside in the center mid, which makes it very strategic for us. So this is just really an overview. We'll go more through it in the game, but I just wanted, if you're not new, if you're not familiar with this, I just wanted to kind of take you through a little bit about our formation when we're going this way. So just know that we may have it to where we have one more offensive midfielder with two defensive midfield, or we may switch it and we may have one that is more of kind of just a single point back on this if we're going this way. But as I said before, a lot of this is really hinged upon these outside mids because they have to cover a lot of ground, and we sub them a lot. So they do a lot of running. Okay. We look forward to seeing you out there on the weekend. See you. Bye.